Good morning. I'm attempting this new way for me to create a class assignment that is recording a video on a personal experience as a leader and what the success was, what the taking, what the lesson we learned. So I wrote a little uh, booklet for myself just to get some guideline. So what's the context? The context of the experience was I was working in a steel plant in South Alabama with a company called ThyssenKrupp Steel USA. That was 2012, and we have a bad crash of a database uh, due to several action by personnel that was not in a perfect physical and mental condition. So we have to recover the database of the manufacturing execution system. So a database of manufacturing execution system is a core of the data they're capturing along the production line. The plant was a steel plant owned by ThyssenKrupp Steel USA with home base in Germany. So what we did was try to recover the the approach, the overall data in several ways. Nothing worked. So at the end, the decision was made to avoid 45 days on non-production to start taking back data from historical information on the level 2 machine on the plant and reconstruct the database. So I was at that time the project management office manager. So I lay out the plan that has assignment for a lot of people. We work in a scrum mode every morning doing 15-minute, 30-minute approach to validate all the activity they were planning for. Forecasting initially 32 days that we were attempting. No, that was the worst case scenario. We also attempted to do in 23 days because we already have 15 days production on the book. So after the first 10 days, the idea was to be able to run at least another 15 days to cover the time that was necessary to recover the entire database. So we attempted that, and that was a very large team effort. What's the important action and behavior that I learned? So the first thing was making sure to monitor progress on daily basis, multiple times a day, to have team engaged on every single action. And definitely that was the case of the scenario. We talk about over 50 people every day trying to do the best to recovery and tracking the recovery of data and the transfer of data and the extraction of the database. Implementing corrective action. So if something along the way was not doing as planned, was our strategy for mitigate, change, do something different. So keep management informed daily, multiple times a day. The vice president of the company, the CEO, were regularly stepping to what we call the war room to understand how the situation goes, looking the transfer of the data and see what percentage was there. And so we, like I said, we have daily scrum meeting, and I'm still following my little script here. And few words for describing the experience. Well, the first was what the vice president of that was the finance and IT uh, director. It was a successful organized monitor teamwork that was rewarding for a lot of people, including myself. The team was celebrating and say sharing information and knowledge all the way through the process. People were engaged. They were definitely involved to the best of their ability. They were participating, and my job was to make sure that the plan that we lay out was implemented and coordinating the activity. That was, say, great leadership experience with, not without bumps, but that was definitely something that I will remember for the rest of my career. And it helps me to shape the kind of manager I am today, hopefully leader, and being able to empathize with people, what their problem, what they by the question they have, trying to find a solution, and make sure that everybody were, like, as the vice president described, were doing a teamwork. And at the end, they were pleased with the result. We didn't lose almost any day of production beside the couple of days that happened when the event happened. They stopped the production, but when we started again on those Tuesday morning, everything was back in order. We were able to recover the 15 days and schedule the next 15 days of production before the time expired. I was trying to stay inside of 6 minutes. This is 6 minutes or 6 now. I hope this experience will be valuable to share in the class. And thank you for the opportunity.